Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. Keeping with the Marvel Sentinel theme, we'll be taking a closer look at Nimrod from Toy Biz's X-Men line. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this bad boy. Now I'm not going to lie, I never actually read any of the comics with him in it, so I don't know what his overall story arc was. Like many others out there, my first introduction to this character was through the X-Men cartoon series. And for many of you who don't remember, Nimrod was a high-tech sentinel from the dystopian future that would often come back in time to chase Bishop or try to assassinate Professor Xavier. He didn't show up in too many episodes, but every single time he was a tough character for the X-Men to defeat. And every single time they defeated him, he would teleport back to the future as he was rebuilding himself. So you know he was kind of almost near indestructible, which was kind of a cool feature. Now granted, he didn't actually look like this in the cartoon. He was more of a really whitish pink color, which I'm actually kind of happy that they made this version of him kind of red. Makes him a little bit more badass. Now his head kind of came up more in the cartoon, and he didn't have this face on his chest. Now you can see that the sculpt on him is, despite it being red, you can't. I hope some of the details come in here, but it's actually not that bad of a sculpt considering the Toy Biz line. I will say that they didn't have a lot of articulation in the early days. As you can see, his arms only move up and down. He only has these, his joints are very tight. I didn't play with him all that much because I got him at the end of the line, or in the middle, and I mainly played with a lot of the others, so his leg joints are still rather tight, and he has these knee joints, but he has very limited articulation, and he kind of just sits there. But despite the limited articulation, their detail was kind of rather good. It had a kind of cartoony style, but their toys sure were durable. I mean, that's one thing I have to give for Toy Biz. They knew kids were going to be playing with these, and these things were kind of made pretty tough. Not like a lot of the cheaper toys. Well, the toys today are detailed, but they can kind of fall apart. Now, he originally came with 3 missiles. You can kind of see 2 extra little holes here where you can place the missiles. For the life of me, I couldn't find any of them but this one. And at first I actually didn't even know that they fit on here, because there was no indication on the back of the box that you can put those on there. You can put the little missiles in here, but either the spring is too old or they never really did fire all that well. The firing mechanism is kind of touchy on that one. But other than that, he's still a pretty good action figure. He's still part of the Sentinel line, which is why I bought him. I remember just seeing like, oh cool, it's Nimrod. I'm gonna get him. He's about the size of the other action figures, which is how he was in the cartoon. So I kind of applaud that. He was one of the shorter Sentinels. I haven't actually tried looking for him on eBay just because, well, I already have one. If I do get one, if I do find another one of these, I might paint him in his traditional pink color. I've seen him customized like that, but he's still a pretty good figure. Anyone wanting to get it for their kids, these Toy Biz toys are still pretty tough and durable. You can get them and they can still be played with their kids, or with your kids. Once again, thank you for watching Toys from the Attic. If you like what you've seen today, please feel free to subscribe or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future. Next week, we'll be taking a closer look at a taller Sentinel.